Hey beauties, I hope that you're having an awesome day, and I have a really exciting video for you today if you are a skincare junkie or curious about facials. We're going to be talking all things facials, my opinion, my first facial, everything that I think you should know. But first, side note, go see the new Captain America Civil War movie if you haven't already. I saw it last night on opening night at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, and I give it 5 stars. I loved it. I'm Team Cap all the way. He is my favorite superhero, so I may be a little biased, but definitely I'd recommend it. Now on to what you actually clicked on this video for. Facials, skincare, etc., etc. I really enjoy skincare. I think it's good to take care of your skin. You know, I think it pays off in the long term, and I was really curious about facials. I'm in my mid-20s and had never gotten a facial before, so I decided to invest in the experience. So I actually have a monthly package at a massage therapy in my neighborhood, and they give facials. So I normally go in and get a massage once a month, which I think is a whole nother topic. I think it's really important to invest in your body and your well-being, and massages for me help me feel better. I sit at a desk all day, and I work out heavily, so they really just help me regenerate every month, and I love getting them. But I decided to get a facial for the first time. I got the Murad Vitamin C Healthy Skin Facial. So I have a little info up here so I can be sure to tell you guys all about it. The therapy or the place that I went to get the facial was at Massage Envy. So they are a chain, and they have 4 different types of facials. She did a little consult with me when I first got there. You know, I told her this was my first facial. I filled out a sheet about, you know, skin allergies or irritations or things like that. And she ultimately recommended that they call it the Murad Environmental Shield Vitamin C Facial. So as I'm looking through the names of these lists, you can get an anti-aging one, a clarifying one, and a sensitive skin one. So I think she actually mixed some of the sensitive skin products in the routine as well, because I remember her mentioning a few of them that she recommended for me. But overall, about my experience, I was a little nervous because I wasn't sure what to expect, but I definitely go with clean skin to the appointment. It will waste time if you have to take off a bunch of makeup when you get there, other things like that. Definitely come with your hair up and maybe a tank top on. Actually at my studio, they had me just get into a robe, and then I was laying on the massage table because in between the facial, as things are setting on your face, she was like giving me hand massages or shoulder rubs, which was really awesome. I wasn't complaining. I don't know if that's something standard at all facials, but you know, wear something comfy, hair up, no makeup, that kind of look. It's going to be best. And ultimately, my thoughts on the facial, it was an hour long, and I, to be honest, was expecting a little more out of it. I definitely, don't get me wrong, think it was a good experience, and I'm glad I did it. And I definitely think I'll be going back and getting them every now and then, but they recommend getting them once a month, which I don't think is necessary if you take good care of your skin, I will say. It was basically just like getting a really extended like face cleaning, toning, moisturizing treatment for an hour long, if I had to sum it up. I mean, there were definitely things that she did that I wouldn't be able to do at home, but I would say, you know, 85-90% of the things that she did are already in my everyday skincare routine. She washed my face. She did like a hot treatment and a hot mask followed by a cooling mask, which it was actually so similar to the treatment I give myself. This is a Korean skincare brand. I'll link it down below. But really the facial, it was bundled up into this, to be honest. I mean, and if you don't have this, definitely, you know, it would be new for you. But it was very similar to my at-home facial treatment that I do for myself. This is from Sephora. I love it. It's one of my favorites. The only thing that she really did that I don't think I could do on my own was after the mask, she held like a big magnifying glass up to my skin and she extracted my blackheads, which was really, it's kind of gross to talk about, but it was really cool, and I definitely don't think I could have done that on my own. And then she followed it up with a really rigorous skincare routine in terms of toning, serums, moisturizing, you know, eye cream, the massage. So there was definitely the full hour, and I am really glad I went. But again, as I mentioned, this was the main part of the facial that I already do on a monthly basis on my own. So I felt like I'm like, wow, I'm already taking good care of my skin. I'm already doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And she recommended coming once a month. Like, I think I would come maybe every 6 months and get a facial. One thing they say is they recommend getting them before big events, because your skin looks really radiant, you know, right afterwards. And I would really disagree. My skin in particular, and it says this on a lot of the waivers that you sign, a lot of the warnings, it was very, very sensitive after the facial. I really needed to avoid the sun. Definitely wouldn't be ready for like a big event or something like that, like a wedding a few days later. I broke out, which they said was normal because, you know, you're extracting a lot of the toxins out of your skin. So for the next like week, my skin really didn't look that nice. But then, you know, I'm definitely like, wow, my skin looks nice and healthy. But I think that overall I'm glad I did it. I think it's good maintenance, especially as your skin starts to age. I think incorporating a lot of the guidance that they give you, and I'll link this down below, but a lot of the things that they use in the facial are things that you could use at home and buy. So it wasn't that totally unique, like something crazy that you would never have exposure to, you know, versus going to like a local beauty store. You could definitely pick up a lot of these products on your own. In terms of pricing, mine was $60 without a tip, which is definitely pricey, and again, not something I would do all the time, but I'm really glad I did it, and I definitely recommend getting a facial if you haven't already. Massage Envy was a great place to start. You know, they're a chain. They made me feel very comfortable. It was really relaxing. And in terms of pricing, probably more doable than really high-end types of salons or things like that. So overall, I did enjoy it. I would give it a thumbs up. But as I mentioned, this, again, I'm gonna mispronounce it. I know it. I believe it's collagen. This collagen face mask 2-in-1 with the blackhead steam pack and then the calming and cooling pack afterwards was really my facial in a nutshell, to be honest. So I definitely recommend picking something like this up. This is a Korean skincare brand, as I mentioned before, and just taking good care of your face. The massage or the therapist at the studio definitely taught me a lot about taking care of my skin and has some great recommendations. But I don't think it's something that you necessarily like have to have good skin, and you can definitely implement a lot of the same practices on your own at home. So thanks, beauties. I hope you enjoyed my facial review. I will definitely let you know if I get a different one or if my opinion changes. But in the meantime, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Check me out on social media so you guys can follow me on a daily basis. I'd love to connect with you all. I'd love talking with my subscribers and my viewers. And stay tuned for more great videos.